Good evening. I've chosen 3, maybe 4 poems to read today and put some gameplay to it. I write poetry. I've been writing poetry since about 5th or 6th grade. A lot of my poetry, you would say, is dark. Some of it is depressing, and some of it sometimes has some sort of light to it. The school system didn't think that much. The school system didn't think it was very lighthearted. I can tell you that. Um, I'm pretty sure there's a book of my poetry hidden in a locker somewhere. That's in a counselor's office. But it's what I do, and it's how I express myself, honestly. And we're just gonna jump into a little poem called "Depression is My Side Chick." Depression, oh malicious depression. Always there, never fading or going away in this case, coming at me like she's my first priority. Staying in my life because I guess I like the company. The feeling like there's always a weight on my shoulders, always reassurance that I'm definitely not going to be in the mood for anything besides sleep, or sometimes not even that. Depression is my side chick. Not only because I need some difference in my brain, some pizzazz to keep things spiced up or spiced down, but because my brain needs some company while the main chick happiness is away. My side chick goes away sometimes when the main chick is in town. While happiness is with me, I'm always scared because what if depression finds out and comes to win me with pure determination? So I ditch happiness. Depression gets total control over me, and I can't seem to find hope of ditching her and finding someone like happiness again. Depression finds the time to insert unwanted thoughts into my brain. Talk to me like I'm a slave to it. Well, I guess I am in this case. Since she's inconsistent, damn, can't read today, inconsistent in her time with me. I talk to happiness still to fill in the time when depression isn't there. It's not the same with her, since we're close and spend time together, but happiness is never really there for me, like she was prior to depression. Depression is jealous when I spend time with happiness, but I can't help it. Happiness is always has a place in my brain. Unlike depression, happiness has been there since the beginning. Depression came along for attention a couple years ago, and now we're in a relationship that goes only one way. Depression loves me. I definitely do not love depression. I hang on to depression since she's all I have left. Happiness is in the back of my mind, constantly wanting me to be set free from my thoughts. I just can't let go. I can't let go of the feeling happiness gave me. Can't let go of the love she gave me and still gives to me as a far off friend. You see, happiness found a relationship in people around me. She is constantly prominent in their lives. They never fail to give her attention, treat her like the priority in their lives. I miss happiness. She was great. Now I have this bitch called depression, and she's leaving me anytime soon. She's not leaving me anytime soon. As I sit with her, attempt to love her, and fail miserably at doing so. I try and tell her that I don't want her anymore, but she keeps coming at me with happiness and affection. So now I just sit with her, and happiness is held in the back of my mind, slowly fading away, and depression is now my partial past, my entire present, and most likely to be my future.
I'm pretty sure you would know that too, Jesse. Thirsty bitch.
Just bear with them for me, would you?
Embrace her like a knife embraces flesh. What was the image? Suddenly became a flash. It doesn't matter that your shoes are worn. Close your eyes and hold her hand while it's still warm. The golden hours of the afternoon drain away like ebbings of some invisible ocean. And in the absence, the light of your eyes meeting mine, and the beauty that arises in such an episode of loss. For the stars shine only as brightly as the darkness between them, and I, as brightly as your eyes, capture me.
It's just so satisfying shooting things in this game. It's very satisfying.
We were once on fire, young, rebellious, free. We stormed the castles and took to the skies. We flew, we dreamed, we were ablaze, our lights setting raging, screaming fire to the world around us. When our thoughts could not sit in the silence any longer, when the kids were engulfed by the wave of fury of injustice done by this world, before we were here, we screamed and demanded our voices will be heard. But now it rains. Now the cold, heavy water blankets the restless. The fire has been drenched in worry and stress, and the brutal downpour has distracted all with false life and death. The blaze, 100 feet high, now nothing but a charred soul, and all the ones put out by the rain, too tired to fight again. Pray on the generation next, that their fire is enough to best the storm. Do you want to know how does it feel having feelings for you? Well, having feelings for you is like playing the piano for someone who can't hear. Having feelings for you is like the moment where you start to dance and the song ends. Having feelings for you is like hitting repeat on my favorite song and forgetting the words every time it starts over. Having feelings for you is like playing roulette with all the barrels loaded. Having feelings for you is like having amnesia, waking up every day unable to remember why there's a hole in my chest. Having feelings for you is like finding out there's no milk after I had already poured a bowl of cereal. Having feelings for you is like drowning without the water. Having feelings for you is like being locked in the dark while getting told to look on the bright side. To look on the bright side. God, I can't read today. Having feelings for you is like knowing what a funeral feels like without ever going to one. Having feelings for you is like being reminded of the first time I ever accidentally let go of a balloon as a child. Having feelings for you is like unconsciously reaching to put my arm around a dead lover in my bed while asleep. Having feelings for you was like spending years next to a hospital bed where you were in a coma and chose to stay asleep.